scrapbookers. This is Megan and I am back. Woohoo! Let's have a party, right? So, I've been gone for about a month now, and I have been in the process of moving and trying to move. We we spent all of August mostly putting our house on the market, getting it ready to sell and everything. And then we put it on the market, and 8 days later, yes, I said 8 days later, we got an offer and we accepted it because it was an amazing offer. And it was just a huge whirlwind. The the lady that bought our house was just amazing. She was a single mom. I think she had one or two kids, and she was seriously a dream. Like, everybody's buyer should be like her. Anything she wanted was easy to take care of, and our realtor was amazing. And um, his wife is actually my oldest son, Jonas, his physical therapist. And so he was super nice, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna take care of all of these things, because she wanted, there was a part in our laundry room that was a little bit unfinished, and so she wanted us to finish that, like just put up the what is the stuff called, the walls, whatever that stuff is called. I can't even think about what it's called. She wanted us to put that stuff up, and I honestly cannot think of what it's called. Oh my goodness. And so he came and he spent like 5 hours one day putting it up. He did it all for free. And he also fixed, I don't know if you guys know what a soffit is, but it's like the underneath part of your roof that hangs over your house, I guess. That's what I understand it to be. And there were parts of it that were like hanging down that needed to be fixed. And so he fixed that, and that took another like 5 hours. He did it for free. He replaced our attic window, or not window, but our attic like entrance with like fireproof walling, and because we just had foam up there. And he was amazing. Our buyer was amazing. It was such an amazing, like, we were definitely supposed to sell our house, right? Because it happened in 8 days. Like, we had friends that had sold their house like a couple weeks before us, and their sale had gone through in 16 days. Like, they had gotten an offer in 16 days. And so I was like, oh, there's no way we're gonna get a good offer before 16 days or even a month. Like, I was so worried because we had already found a house that we wanted and that we had put an offer on, but the people didn't want to accept our offer because our house was newly for sale, and all of this stuff. And so when she actually placed an offer, we were like, hey, look at this, we got an offer. So we were so super excited. I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm in my new craft room. Can you see? It's purple. I painted it purple. So I'm excited about it, but it's going to take a while for me to like figure the lighting out and get all organized. If you can see, everything is just a mess. I just have frames up because I haven't hung anything on the walls or anything yet. So if it sounds weird in here and all echoey, I don't think it's too bad because I have so much stuff. Oh my gosh, I have way too much stuff. But some parts of our house still sound really echoey because we just haven't had a whole like lot of time to put things on the walls yet. So it's all echoey still. But anyway, so yeah, we sold our house. We closed on the 23rd of September, and we actually moved into this new house on what was it, September 21st, because the owners of the house we were buying it from, they weren't actually in town. They were in Boise. And so, which is about 5 hours away. So they were doing everything long distance. Their realtor was taking care of a lot of stuff for them because they had a lot of problems with this house, and I still think we gave in way too much. They were huge, excuse my French, assholes. The people we bought this house from were humongous jerks. Like, seriously, they took us through every single, oh, they were just a nightmare. It was so frustrating because we were kind of the mind that when you're selling your house, you want to please your buyer, right? So that they don't walk away. There were so many times we almost walked away because they were just huge jerks. They didn't want to fix a single thing. They wanted to give us like the minimal amount to fix things around the house. And oh my goodness, it was just awful. They were such jerks. And ugh, yeah, so that was awful. We had a horrible experience as buyers, but our buyer, hopefully, she had a good experience. We tried to, please her and just make it a good experience for her. And you could just tell these people, this was probably their first house they had ever bought and sold, and they were horrible at it. And like, okay, can I just go off on my soapbox? So when you sell a house, before you sell your house, you kind of talk to your realtor and you figure out what your fees are going to be, right? We had done that. We were prepared to pay for closing costs. That's just what you do. You pay your your buyer's closing costs these days. And so the house that we were buying, the closing costs were going to be close to $10,000. And we were like, okay, well, we are paying our buyer's closing costs. We cannot afford to pay for our closing costs as well. So we asked our sellers to pay 2.5% of our closing costs, and we would take the rest of the 0.5%, right? They flipped out and were like, no way, we can't afford that. And it's just like, why are you selling your house? Like, oh my gosh, it was unridiculous. It was ridiculous. They just did not want to do anything to meet us halfway. Like, they didn't even want to counter back and be like, well, could you pay half of your closing costs instead of 5%? Like, they were just like, no, we don't want to do this. So it was kind of like, oh my goodness. So we waited a whole week before we placed our next offer. And oh my gosh, it was because their house had been on the market for 30 days. Over 30 days by the time they accepted our offer. It had been on the market for 32 days and they hadn't gotten one offer. They'd had a lot of people walk through it, hadn't gotten one offer. So you would think they would be a little bit more willing to budge, but they definitely weren't. Like, oh my gosh, they were just awful people. I'm sure they thought the same thing about us, right? Because we're just such jerks for everything we put them through. And anyway, okay, sorry, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. It was not a fun month of September. Fighting with them literally every single day, every single week, we were fighting with them. It was awful. But we closed, we moved in a couple days early. We did, since they were in Boise, we decided to rent the house from them. For a couple days beforehand so that we could get all moved out of our house and clean it up and have it nice and ready for our buyer. And so luckily they were nice and they let us rent it from them. So that was nice. That was like the only nice thing that they ended up doing the whole month. We did close really, really fast. I think it was 4 weeks exactly from when we got our offer. So it was kind of like a huge long whirlwind of just craziness. And the craziness hasn't stopped since we moved in, and we've been in here for 3.5 weeks now. So it's been exciting and just, yeah, crazy. One word to sum all of this up, crazy. We are super, super happy in our new house. Our new house is amazing. We are so in love with it. I have my own craft room. The downside is that it is quite a bit smaller than my old room. So I've had to cram a lot of things in here and it has been interesting. I am going to do a room walkthrough. I am just going to probably wait a couple weeks at least so that I can kind of get settled in, because right now I just kind of have things shoved in drawers or put in, on shelves, and it's kind of crazy. So I will do a room walkthrough, which I am calling it my scrap studio because I just think it sounds so cool and fancy and pretty. So I have a new scrap studio, and as you can see, and I said earlier, I did paint the walls purple because purple is my favorite color. Woohoo! And so it did take me a little bit longer to get moved in because I was painting and also because I had to kind of fix up the rest of my house before I could paint my room and spend time in here. So I did make a layout a couple of days ago, which was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I haven't scrapbooked in a month at least. And it was so nice to get back into it. And I also made some cards, and I will definitely be showing those videos with you very soon. So let's move on. So the first topic I wanted to talk to you about was the house and the move and all of that stuff. So we are moved in. We've been here for 3.5 weeks. We are slowly getting into the groove of things and getting the hang of stuff. We still have about half of a garage full of stuff that I need to go through. So that's fun. And I'm still missing some of my stuff for my scrap room. Like I had stamps and catalogs, like close to my heart catalogs and stuff like that, that I'm still missing, and I'm kind of bummed about that. And let's see, I think there was some more scrapbooking stuff that I'm missing. So it's got to be in the garage somewhere, right? I just need to find it. Since my room is quite a bit smaller, I'm not going to have enough room to pull out all of my fabric. I have like 10 boxes of fabric left in the garage. There's no way in this teeny tiny room that I am going to fit all of my fabric in here. So I'm kind of like frustrated about that. I have my closet all set up with shelving and stuff like that. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'm going to change things around and maybe organize my fabric in my closet, because it's a pretty tall closet and it's really wide. So I could totally organize all of that stuff. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm probably going to end up organizing it in there somehow, like hanging it on hangers, or I don't know. I mean, I've been on Pinterest looking up organizing ideas so many times. So I'll get it figured out, and then I will come back and share with you guys my new craft room. I'm super excited about the purple. I'm just so excited, so ecstatic about the purple. That's my favorite part of this room. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? So then I did want to talk about, so I am having another close to my heart party. If you haven't been a follower of my channel for very long, I've done this, I think, maybe once or twice before. So I'm going to open the party up to you guys. I will leave a link below in the description to my party where you can purchase items. They have a ton of cute stuff. They even have, let me see if I can find it. Like, they have paper collections and things like that, like embellishment stickers and washi tape and ribbon and cute papers and stuff like that. Let's see what else. And then of course they have stamps. They also have, you know, these, what are these? Watercolors that are really popular right now. They sell these as well. They also have markers, which I absolutely love. I should show you guys these markers. They are really awesome. So they have like this little roll-up pack that you can buy that I love. It's super cute. And then it rolls out and you can see it has a spot for all of these markers. And right now I've only got like 8 of them. But they are really cool markers. They're like Copic markers. They're called Touch. I guess I could bring that in a little closer if it'll focus on it. And you have a broad tip. Let me see if you can see that. So they have the broad tip, and then they also have the fine tip. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where to put this so that you can see it. The lighting isn't very good in here, so I'm sorry about that again. But there's that. And they're really good for coloring and things like that. They are very pigmented, so they do bleed through paper if it's really thin. I actually haven't tried it on my coloring books yet. I don't remember what I was coloring, but I did do some coloring in a smaller book, and it kind of bled through. But that's really good quality. markers, and I love them. They're a lot of fun, and you can use them with stamps. You know, you can color in your stamps. You can do a lot of fun things. The things that I absolutely love from them are these cute little, they're like shimmery tapes, kind of like washi tape, but they're really thick, and I really like them. And then also they have enamel dots, and they have shape ones. So they have these, whoops, where am I? These hearts, and let's see, these triangles. I really like those. They also have gems and sequins. So these right here are gems, and then these are diamonds, and these are sequins over here. And I believe these, let's see, sorry, I am challenged here. These are sequins as well, these gold ones. And then these are enamel dots here, these blue ones. I have this blue set, and they are awesome. Let me see if I can find them. I don't know. Yeah, in my crazy mess of a room, I'm not going to be able to find them right now. But those are some of my favorite products. They also have fun things like, let's see, they have thin cut dies, so you can make cool little shapes, fun things like that. So those are some fun things that you can make. They also have embossing folders, which I have a few of those, and I really like those. Let's see, what else do they have? They are a part of the Cricut Club. So they do sell Cricut cartridges and things like that. They make kits where you can buy papers and stamps and stuff that kind of match with the Cricut collection. And I don't have a Cricut, so I don't really take advantage of that. I'm a Silhouette user, and I love my Silhouette. But these are just some of the shapes that they have in this little kit that they made. And these kits usually, let's see, they run about $100. It just depends on what collection you buy. They have a digital collection that you can buy, and then they also have the cartridge collection, I believe. And then, of course, they have stamps. And I don't know if you guys know this, but this stamp right here, if it'll focus, is called Jennifer's Hand. Do you want to guess what Jennifer they're talking about? She's one of our favorite YouTubers of all time, right? Jen Scow used to work for them, and she got to create a stamp. And I believe I have this one. I think that's one of the ones that I recently bought before I moved, and it is so pretty. I love it. But they have alphabets. They have cute little stamps. If you're into stamping, they have these cute ones over here that are cheap. Oh, wait, over here. Sorry. These ones are cheap. I think they're $2, it says, right? $2.95. So these ones are really cute, and they're small. And I actually, let me see, I think I have one that's called Make a Wish. So this is what it comes looking like. It's like this little, I think it's 2x2. Sorry, I keep getting messages from my husband. I hope you can't hear that. My phone is going crazy. And it just comes in this little packet, and you just pull the stamp out, and here it is. So this one says Make a Wish, and this one is really cute. And it just comes on this plastic sheet, just like stamps that you buy anywhere else. And then you just peel it off. And it's awesome. I love Close to My Heart. They are one of my favorite scrapbooking MLM companies. And I know there's a big rap with MLM companies, but I really like the quality of their stamps and the quality of their papers. Their papers are the other thing that I really love. I buy their white cardstock religiously. It is only $10 for 25 sheets, which is actually a really good deal, because I think on Amazon for 25 sheets of American Crafts cardstock is $13. I think that's what it was at when I looked at it the last time. So, and it's really nice and thick. I have some right here I can show you. Oh, maybe. So this is their white cardstock. It doesn't look very white because the color in my room is really bad, but it's really thick, and I really like it. My silhouette cuts on it really, really well. Okay, now I'm not going to be able to get this back in my thing there. But so yeah, paper, enamel dots, gems, sequins, those are things that I like to buy from them. Okay, so yeah, so I will leave a link below to my party. It closes on October 24th, which is actually the day before my oldest son's birthday. He is turning 12. Holy cow. He's turning 12, you guys. That is so crazy to me. I can't believe I have a 12-year-old. So yeah, so we're going to close it that day. If you can't make a purchase before then, she said there is a 2-day grace period. So if you decide, oh, I do want to place it, but the party's already closed, you can still go to the link below and make a purchase for 2 days after the 24th. And the 24th is a Monday. So yeah, so if you want to place an order, that is awesome. I'm considering becoming a consultant, and if you do place an order, the orders that you place on my party can go towards me becoming a consultant, which would be awesome if you guys want to do that, because I love these products. They're so much fun. Let's see. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? I have a sick kid at home today. Yay, I'm supposed to be going to the book fair. This week has been so super crazy. Crazy, crazy. It's parent-teacher conference week. So this week is always just so crazy because I try to help out at the kids' school and be as involved as I can, since I don't, especially now that I don't have any kids at home. My youngest is 6 and he's a first grader. So yay, it's so super exciting. You would think I would have tons of time to do everything, but I feel like all I do all day is run errands, run back and forth to the school. So yeah, it's quite fun. Let's see, what else was I gonna do or gonna talk about? I am going to be coming back to the For the Love of Homemade Kits little series that I'm doing, and that series I am doing with Hannah Lemieux, Felicia Young, Christina Sorge, and we have Sarah Scraps that decided to join us. I think she decided last month, so not October. Was it October that she started? I can't remember. Anyway, so we are starting to get our kits together for November, so you can look forward to that. And I have so many ideas for series on my channel, and sorry, I'm still getting texts. For YouTube series and things like that. So keep your eyes out for new videos. Sorry, that was crazy. That is my kid's school, so I think I need to go. But thank you so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow. I know that there are a few tag videos going around, so this weekend I'm going to be posting my videos in answer to those. Have a great scrappy day. Bye!